putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. You know what? You want to know what makes us different than the left? You want to know what our advantage is over the left? Well, before I tell you, KJRadio.com is where you can find out more about us. 844-551-8255. Our advantage over the left, Happy New Year, by the way, is knowing what we want. That's it. We are not driven by hatred. We're not driven by an ideology. We just want to do what's right. Now, we've been handed an ideology. Kevin, you're a conservative. Okay. But I'm also liberal. I don't care how you want to live sexually. I don't care how you want to live, where you want to live. You want to live in the city? You want to live in it doesn't matter to me. I'm very liberal in what I allow you to do with your life. I don't really care. I don't mean it in a bad way. I don't. I don't want it to infringe on mine. I don't want you to have your little peccadillos and go, well, Kevin, you need to live like this because this is the way I live. I don't have to do anything. Don't make me go there. All we care about is what's right. That's what makes leadership easy for us. Our theme today is leadership. What defines a leader? What makes a leader? Why is it that you're so willing to look at a Donald Trump and go, you know what? I'm cool. Even when it's not exactly the way you want it, you're like, I'm cool. But when it was with Obama, you weren't. It had nothing to do with race. I promise you. What it had to do with is you recognize right from wrong. You recognize a guy who wanted to be a gangster. Tell you exactly, you're going to get this health care, whether you like it or not. And you're going, wait a minute. And he's telling you, you're racist, whether you like it or not. You will not like the police, whether you like it or not. You will take the New World Order. You will listen to the UN. You will listen to all these voices that have no say in what you do. They don't dictate how you pay your bills or anything. The UN has no say in my life, but Barack Obama wanted them to have it. He's happy to turn things over to the New World Order. Climate change, trade, etc. We all got to get along like we haven't gotten along in the past. Was there a New World Order when people went from India and brought spices to, Turkey? No. There's never been a New World Order. There's never been a one world, let's do it this way. It was always based on, okay, you want to get your product to me? Great. I'll trade with you. Then I'll go trade with somebody else. The only thing that's changed in the way of trade is communication. People say, well, I don't want to pay any more or any less than this guy. Okay, no problem. There's my price. I can give you volume discounts, blah, blah, blah. That's all it's the evolution of that. Outside of that, why would I have a crop of something? I'm the only guy who has rubber. And I say, well, I want this to be regulated by the New World Order. Why would I do that? If the New World Order doesn't want to buy my rubber, you know what they'll do? They'll create a substance that does something similar. They won't use my product. There's nothing that's been designed or used in nature that can't be done with something else. It's just the truth. So, we got these people that want everything to be regulated. I don't know what the only thing I can guess is there's profit in it. And I'll tell you what else, in terms of our righteousness, there are all these litmus tests. They're easy to do. Easy test. So I'll give you a couple. If Trump had done what Hillary did, if he had an email thread that, like Hillary, hit a server in a basement, had a special IT guy that worked on it, and deleted 33,000 emails, we would be revolting against him. If he was presenting denying FOIA, doing everything he could not to give up the information, so to speak, we would be all over him. And so would the left. They would be mad. Oh, I can't believe, look at what he's doing. Look at what he's hiding. Trump, with respect to Russia, has been more forthcoming than you could possibly be. They don't say a word. They hold their hopes that he's still going to go down. If Trump did what Obama did during his administration, where he used the IRS as a tool, he ran guns into Mexico, he fabricated a story about Benghazi, that's just to name a few. We'd be livid. If he forced Obamacare down our throats, taking money away from us as opposed to giving it back, we would be livid. See, the difference is we know who Donald Trump is. We know what he wants. And even though everything doesn't go perfectly for us, we can see good results. And we say, you know what? We trust that what he's trying to do, even if we don't necessarily agree, it must be to serve the greater purpose. You cannot say that about Obama. Donald Trump isn't about change. He's about righteousness. American-centric righteousness. And I love that. I know you guys do as well. But also, let me tell you what I love more than that. I love the sense of desperation by the left. I saw an article, and here's what it reads. The campaign to discredit special counsel Robert Mueller has reached a shrill and desperate phase, as some believe it is more important to protect Donald Trump's interest than to establish how and why an adversarial government influenced the presidential election. Now, this isn't an article written 2 months ago or whatever. This is an article written over the holidays where a guy is still trying to proclaim that Donald Trump tried to influence the election. And here's what he went on to say this. The goal is to dismiss any findings damaging to the president as political bias, to invent corruption in the highest echelons of law enforcement, notably in the FBI, and to preempt any discovery of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia with distractions. They're claiming that we're trying to distract from this investigation. Now, how are we doing that? I'm just curious, because as I said, you couldn't give away more stuff. The Trump campaign gave every email, 20,000 emails of Papadopoulos, said, go through them. Donald Trump Jr. gave every email and said, here, go through them. They've looked under every rock, for any type of evidence and the Trump campaign's giving it. Meanwhile, the very same people, this is what's so funny, the very same people who accuse Donald Trump of obstructionism completely ignore everything we've just been talking that I just mentioned earlier. Barack Obama covering, not doing FOIA requests, won't give us information about FISA court stuff. Hillary Clinton hiding servers, deleting emails, bleach bidding, and on. And they won't even recognize that. But here they will. And as I said, easy litmus test. There's hardly a conservative I know. If you flipped it and you put Donald Trump in any of those scenarios, we are all over this guy, demanding that he release this information, calling for his removal. They didn't say a word. He says much of the ringing chorus of victimhood slithering from a Twitter account which invariably overlooks pertinent facts. That's what he's talking about with Trump. So as 2018 begins and the second year of Mueller's investigation unfold, we need to acknowledge a baseline of immutable truth. You're going to love this. And review what we have learned from the man Republicans recently considered the most scrupulous public servant in government. This is Mueller he's talking about. First, he's secured 2 guilty pleas. This is so laughable to me. I want you to understand why we're going to win, why 2018 is amazing. So he's got his 2 guilty pleas. Michael Flynn, George Papadopoulos lied to the FBI about contact with the Russians, with Flynn asking Sergei Kislyak during the transition to eschew any sanction-related escalation. If the subsequent lie to the FBI about that conversation was ordered by Trump, as NBC reported, Trump may also be in violation of the Logan Act. Good luck with that strategy, folks. Keep going for it. Next, he says Mueller indicted Paul Manafort and Rick Gates for laundering tens of millions of dollars. Nothing to do with Trump. I'm going to go through this because I'm running out of time. Third, Mueller's trying to establish whether Trump obstructed justice by firing Comey. Good luck with that. He didn't obstruct justice. Comey's going to end up in prison. Fourth, emails revealed that Manafort, Donald Trump Jr., and Jared Kushner met with a Kremlin-connected lawyer. been debunked. We again, Trump Jr. gave them everything they need. It's led nowhere. Where's it all led back to? And nowhere with behalf of Trump. Where's it led back to? Hillary Clinton and them. But this is still what these guys are talking about, folks. This is what they want to hang their hats on. You better thank your lucky stars that they are like a dog trying to catch that car. But what happens when they catch it?
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.